Good morning, everyone. Are you reading the Hindu newspaper today? Is it taking 2 or more hours for you to cover the Hindu newspaper? Is your newspaper activity a passive reading or an active analysis? What if today's newspaper holds the key to your next mains essay or ethics case study? Will you recognize it? Welcome to Dhruva IAS Academy's News Navigator. Under News Navigator section, we will pinpoint what articles to read and to which subjects that they are related and in which dimensions that they have to cover. This will considerably reduce your reading time and increases your analytical ability. Without any delay, let's get into it. In today's video, we will be covering these three categories of articles: end-to-end reads, Google and Notes, and instant notes. What they are will be explained at the relevant sections. At the end, please note that we have added a curiosity corner where we will provide you a thought-provoking question which we would expect your answer in the comment section. The first article we will be reading under this section is in page number 6, editorial section. It talks about the nuclear energy and what are the implications when we overlook the liability clauses. In yesterday's News Navigator, we have covered that India is amending nuclear clauses so that we can attract foreign investment. So this particular article is analyzing that actions of the government. It is related to GS3, science and technology, at the same time, internal security and disaster management. Kindly cover these dimensions when you're reading this article. The next article that we will be reading is in page number 7. It talks about the cost of living in urban areas. It is related to GS1 and GS2, social issues and social justice. As this particular section is all about data and conclusions, keep an eye on these elements. The next article that we will be reading under end-to-end reads is in page number 8. It talks about whether a person who is convicted in a crime for more than 2 years of sentence, can they contest elections in their entire life? Couple of days back only, Supreme Court has taken a debate on the same issue, hence the analysis now. It is related to GS2, especially polity and governance. This particular article talks about criminalization of politics. The next article that we will be reading is in page number 8. It talks about new immigration bill. It falls under GS2, it comes under IR, and in GS3 it talks about internal security. Cover these dimensions while reading this article. The next article that we need to read is in page number Roman 2 or page number 18. It connects two topics, that is artificial intelligence and biotechnology. This particular article is related for GS3, science and technology, also in GS2, healthcare sector. That's for the end-to-end reads. The next segment is where we need to Google search and study. The first one under this is in economy section. As inflation is coming down, so some terms related to inflation is in news repeatedly. If you have good idea on it, well and good. If not, kindly read these. The next one is about bird flu and how it is rapidly increasing in Indian state Telangana. Try to know what is the scientific name of bird flu and what are the causes of it, how it spreads, and what are the consequences of it. The next one is about the green credit program. It is related to environment section. So kindly read this and make notes out of it. Apart from these that you are Googling now and making notes, there are some topics that we have already discussed in the previous News Navigator. These are Uniform Civil Code and India Middle East Europe Corridor. If you have not covered the previous News Navigator, then kindly read these two topics and make notes out of that. The next section is about points to note. This is just an example of criminalization of politics. We can take his name in ethics as well as essay when we are highlighting criminalization of politics in India. Remember, any serving member of parliament or member of state legislature, their names, taking it is highly controversial. But since Supreme Court itself has convicted the person, you are safe to use it. Coming to the last section, the curiosity corner. Do you know this term, acquiesce? Where to use it? Imagine that you are an IAS officer. You need to use this word in a context that explains an appropriate meaning. Kindly mention your thoughts in the comment section. And that's a wrap for today's News Navigator. See you all